From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Roy Peck Field in the championship matchup between Riverton and Lovell. If you're wondering why I'm here an hour early, they were able to start the game just an hour early. So we actually, unfortunately, were not here in time, and so we missed the top of the first inning. Lovell scored 2 runs in the top of the first, so we have not missed much, but we did miss a little bit. And so Riverton is up to bat here in the bottom of the first inning for the Raiders.
Now batting number 2, Joel Beaver.
And so Joel Beaver will step in as we begin the top of the first inning. And first pitch is on the way, and it is in there for strike number 1. Next pitch is high and inside for ball 1, and so now 1 ball, 1 strikes for Beaver. Pitch is swung on and gets back up to center field. That will be a single for the leadoff hitter, Beaver. Hedges is the pitcher for the Mustangs here in this game. And it'll bring up Christopher Rennig to the plate with a runner on first as we are just underway here in the championship game at Roy Peck Field. First pitch is high and inside, ball 1. Next pitch is high again. So ball 2 now for Hedges. Swung on and missed for strike number 1. Now 2-1 the count for Christopher Rennig. Official is stepped out and had a conversation with the field official. It was a quick one, so no harm, no foul. And so Hedges will look in again. Now look over at first. And will deliver. Swung on and missed. Strike number 2. Pitch is on the way outside. And so now Rennig has worked his way to a full count. Now, because I'm all out of sorts, I'm going to ask. We've played this team already once today, correct? Yeah. Okay. So this is a team we just saw probably about 2-3 hours ago at 11 o'clock. This was the team we played at 11. Next pitch was high and outside, ball 4, and so now it's a walk. So now runners on first and second for Nathan Hutchinson. If you're wondering where Sean O'Brate is, he was in Lander, so he's speeding down from Lander to get here in time. That first pitch was outside for ball 1. Hedges will see this one almost hit him on the elbow. And so that'll be ball number 2. Hutchison is looking at a 2-0 count now. Next pitch is swung on right back up the middle again, almost the exact same spot as Beavers. And so that is going to score 1 run, and it is a stand-up double. It's going to score 2 runs, and the game is tied at 2 off of the RBI double by Hutchison. So they knew that I was going to be late, so they decided to make it even so we didn't have to feel bad. Thank you, guys. And so 2-2 the score in the first. Still nobody out for the Raiders. And so that'll bring up Hunter Houck with a runner in scoring position. Hedges, first pitch is high, ball 1. Next pitch inside for ball 2. And so Hedges now having a hard time finding the strike zone early on. Pitch on the way, and it's going to be fouled off to the left side. And Hutchison was going all the way there. Had a nice jump at second. And so Hunter Houck will step in. Pitch on the way. That's going to get past the catcher, and so that'll bring Hutchison to third base. And so Meinmeyer will see that one go by him. And so now the game-leading run is 90 feet away with a 3-1 count here for Hunter Houck. Pitch on the way is high, ball 4, and so now runners at the corner. And the sirens sound. Made this joke yesterday. Y'all don't even know what a tornado is. And Carter Noseep will now step in. He had a phenomenal play at left field last night. So let's see if he can give the Raiders the lead here with one swing of the bat. Pitch on the way is low, and it's going to be a stolen base, so the double play ball's out now. So that's two stolen bases in the last 3 pitches, one by Hutchison and one by Hunter Houck. Pitch on the way is in there for strike number 1. Noseep steps in quickly, and Houck takes a lead. Now swung on. It's going to go up the middle. There's going to be a play at the plate. Slide is in, not in time. And what a play. Nicely done by Nathan Hutchison to give the Raiders the 3-2 lead. And so smart play, obviously, to go home, but a nice slide there by Hutchison to beat the tag.
Now batting 0-0, Braden Baker.
Sean O'Brate has arrived. We're going to give him a moment to take a breath. I want you to double check our stream, please. Make sure we're on and good to go.
One way to find out.
Yep.
Sorry, Sean. You're all fine.
Pitch on the way, and another stolen base attempt is going to be no throw, and so another. Okay, so I can hear myself, so that's a good thing. So there you are, my friend.
All right, we are here at Riverton Raider baseball. I almost said football. I'm out of it already.
Yeah, we're out of shape. We're not used to running or driving that fast. I don't know if we're out of shape to drive that fast. We're in trouble.
No, it wasn't even the driving. I got off a hike with my wife, and came out of Wind River Canyon with a whole bunch of missed text messages. So having a good day so far. And now I come back to see the Raiders up 3-2.
Yeah, the Raiders just took the lead. 2 runs in the top of the first, and then 2-run RBI double in this inning, and then Hutchinson with a close play at the plate gave the Raiders the lead, 3-2.
That's actually right when I walked in. I saw Hutchinson slide. That was the first action I saw as soon as I came in. So it was a good sight to see, to be greeted with.
Baker will see his 4th pitch as a strike, so now he's got a 3-1 count to work with. Still nobody out with runners at second and third.
Speaking of Hutchinson, did you happen to catch the end of the game that I called earlier with our buddy Kevin?
I need to go look at it because I didn't realize we were playing the exact same team. So
oh, yeah, that's the exact same. The lineups might be a little different, but it is pretty much the same team. But, yeah, Hutchinson won on a walk-off, stolen home plate.
Oh, I did see you mention that, yeah.
Yeah, that was a sight to see as well, because I don't think anyone saw it coming except for Hutchinson. He was about 1/4 of the way to home plate before the wild pitch went a little wild.
There's a new pitcher for Lovell already, so we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we are...
No, there's no new pitcher. I think they're all just talking about the game plan here.
That's a new pitcher. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will see who the new pitcher is, and we'll get things back underway between Lovell and Raiders in the championship game of the Roy Peck Invitational.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
And so Bo Anderson will step in here with the new pitcher Jackson. 26 pitches, Sean, that Hedges threw only in the first inning, and quickly the coach will come out and switch up things, and his first pitch is going to be a ball in the outside corner.
Yeah, and Bo Anderson had may not have looked like it on paper, but he had a pretty good game. He was pretty consistent in the batter's box.
Next pitch is high and outside, ball 2.
And he made some pretty good plays for being where he was. I know he's not typically always playing that position that he was playing earlier, catcher, but he made some good plays, threw some good people out there. So let's see what he can do in the second game.
That is going to be right on around the same spot, but they'll give a strike on the outside corner. So it's going to looks like this umpire is going to do the exact same thing as the umpire from last night's game and give him that outside corner. And that's a swing and a miss, strike 2. So now Jackson has worked his way back to a 2-2 count.
Yeah, Bo Anderson, Kevin and I were talking about that earlier, man. When he swings for the fences. There's no other idea in his mind other than home run.
Next pitch on the way is popped up and hit back and straight back. And so now still 2-2 the count here for Bo Anderson.
But yeah, speaking of the umpire, he was our umpire in our first game today. He took a gnarly ball to the side of the face mask earlier.
That pitch is going to get popped up on the right side. It is going to be Christensen who's going to grab a hold of it, and it is out number 1 for the Raiders.
But yeah, new umpires, and that umpire was playing the same way he was playing last night, where that outside corner was just no holds bar, all strikes. So I'm excited to see what the game's going to look like with a different umpire behind the plate.
So that'll bring up, I believe I heard Ryan Shaw. Is that correct?
Was that Shaw?
The first pitch is high and
No, Ryan Cox. You're right.
So it's Ryan Cox. Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan Cox is going to be stepping in. 3-2 is the count. Oh, thank you. Next pitch is high, ball 2. There we go. Jackson working a I'd say a pretty efficient first few pitches. Next pitch is going to be in there for strike number 2.
That outside corner, man. It
Or
looks so
strike
different.
one, I'm sorry.
It looks so different up here, but it's in the strike zone all day today.
Jackson will set and deliver. That's going to be high, so now 3-1 the count. Bases are loaded, and the Raiders lead 3-2. Baker's on first, No Seeps on second, and Hauk on third.
Yeah, and ever since I got here, the base has been loaded, so I'm waiting to see what they turn this into here.
Pitch on the way is high, ball 4, so now the Raiders take a 4-2 lead on a walk.
The sound effects between every single pitcher and hitter here is so fun.
So I feel like I know who this is. It is Branson Saltzgaver.
Yeah, a lot of Saltzgavers that I've met through different sports. Josh through youth soccer, which congratulations to the youth soccer teams that won their state championships last week.
Pitch is in there for strike number 1.
I've just met a lot of Saltzgavers. It's a fun name. It's something you don't forget very often.
He's got really cool hair. That's the only way that I knew that's who that was. Pitch by Jackson is swung on. This could be a double play ball right here. First one is in time. Second one in time. And so Jackson gets away with only a 2-run lead. And so the Raiders lead 4-2, and Jackson gets them out of what could have been in a much worse inning. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
In any sport, athletes face the chance of sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more, is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
Pickett sees strike number 1 on the outside corner. Pitcher is Christopher Rennig for Riverton. And next pitch by Rennig is going to be outside corner. That's going to be a little too far outside. So now 1 ball, 1 strike. for C.J. Pickett.
Pickett earlier had quite a few strikeouts. I'm sure he's trying to redeem himself after today's earlier loss.
Pitch is outside again, so now 2 balls, 1 strike. I got to admit, you've ran a mile in the last 5 minutes you've been here.
It's pretty rough, yeah. I'm getting my work and my steps in today.
He also shaved. He looks pretty good here. Like, had the haircut yesterday. You shaved, so you're trying to one-up me. I'm not a big fan, but, you know.
I was trying to get a haircut today, too, but no time in between, and I don't think any places are open on Sunday.
That pitch is going to be swung on and hit to right field, and it'll be a single for Pickett. And so the leadoff hitter will be on for Lovell, and it'll bring up Tucker Jackson.
Now for Lovell, number 19, Jackson.
And so Jackson will step in from the right side. Rennig will look in and now look over at first. First pitch on the way, swung on and popped straight up. Heads up, heads up, heads up.
Oh.
I feel like
I was about to say it almost hit the trophy table by about a
I was going to
centimeter.
say, yeah. Good job for the guys down there to save the trophies. They actually stood in front of the trophies.
They knew what was going to happen. That would have been a funny picture with all the trophies broken.
Yeah, 4-2 is the score, and 0-1 is the count for Tucker Jackson. Pitch is going to not break, and it will stay high, so now it is 1-1 for Jackson.
And they had some great pitching yesterday that Eric Baker even said they weren't really expecting that great of a performance by both their pitchers. And today, earlier, pretty good showing, too, by Houck.
Pitch on the way is going to get fouled off to the right side.
But what I can say about all 4, including Mr. Rennick here, is that everyone's first innings seem to be their worst, or they're knocking the rust off pretty much every single time the pitchers are taking the first inning. But they've grown so much just over these last couple weeks that now they're so confident and secure in their abilities during the 2nd, 3rd, 4th inning. And that's really when the Raiders are coming out and swinging like there's no tomorrow. That's how they've won all their games so far during this Roy Peck Wood Bat tournament. That was a mouthful.
That was a mouthful. Runner is at first. Pitch is high. Ball number 2.
And obviously I missed the first inning, but it looks like Rennig has had, a good enough first inning to say that the rest of the pitchers that have pitched during this tournament, they've all kind of had similar stats during that first inning, and Rennig's not alone.
Rennig will come set, deliver, swing, and a miss. Strike 3, nicely done. That will bring up Jacob Bischoff to the plate with 1 out, still runner at first.
Now up for Lovell, number 13, Bischoff.
Bischoff. I feel like that was
That is straight up Bischoff.
Bischoff.
And
Bischoff?
is it really Bischoff?
Let's
okay,
call them
if I'm-
Biscoff cookies.
Ball is low and outside for ball 1. So I'm a wrestling fan, and I know Eric Bischoff, and that's how that's spelled, so that's what I'm rolling with. I honestly, if he wants to call it, he can call him whatever. Pitch is going to get fouled back, so now 1 ball, 1 strike.
And I'm going to go away from both of you, and I'm going to say Biscoff because those are some of my favorite cookies. So, Mr. Biscoff here. You don't like Biscoff cookies?
1-1 the count. Runner on first with 1 out. And official will call it time. And Bischoff will step out, adjust the hat, and step back in.
He's rocking no gloves while batting.
He's also looked like he's got a taped wrist on his both wrists actually. That ball is going to get smoked up the right field side. It's going to actually die and then take a weird hop, and it will be a single nonetheless for that was Saltzgaver who was unable to grab a hold of it. And it did. It took like a weird bounce. It kind of just stopped and then took a weird hop. So now the Mustangs look to answer the 2-run lead here with the Raiders leading 4-2 in the top of the 2nd inning. Runners on first and second in Bischoff and Pickett. First pitch is going to go off the helmet of someone, and it's going to allow everybody to move up 90 feet. So now double play ball's out, and runners are at second and third, and Baker and Renning will have a conversation here as
it looked like it came off of the dirt and hit Baker's knee or glove and then just knocked it up to his helmet, which bounced it off way high over the left. So that could have been either on Rennig or on the catcher, but it hit the dirt first. I think that's what Rennig and Baker were talking about.
Well, you did hear the helmet.
Yeah,
yeah,
it hit
definitely
off his helmet.
Definitely
for sure.
hit helmet. And so now 4-2 is the score, 1-0 the count. Rennig will look in now with runners at second and third after the wild pitch. Throw is going to be in there for strike number 1. Nicely done by Christopher Rennig.
Yeah, that was perfectly placed over the plate there, and even if Hedges wanted to do something there, I mean, that was a perfectly thrown fastball.
Hedges crowds the plate, and now Rennig will set, look at second and third, and now deliver, and another nicely done pitch for strike number 2.
Yeah, he really swung for the fences on that one. A little bit of fish in there. Low ball by Rennig. I'll tell you what, the crowd has grown. I guess there's a lot of teams here, too, that are still staying here to see the tournament trophy and stuff at the end. But this is a full crowd we got here tonight.
That ball is going to get hit off the end of the bat. It's going to go off the arm, and everyone's going to be safe.
Wow.
That goes off of the arm of, I believe was that Beaver or was that?
No, that was Ryan Cox. Yeah.
And so Cox, that was a dead to rights play. This inning should have been at least with 2 outs. The run would have still scored. But now with still 1 out, runners on the corners, and now the lead is now for 3 Raiders.
Wow. Yeah.
Number 10, right.
Ryan would love to have that one back because I know he wanted to step on that bag and then try and throw it as hard as he could to home and see if he could finish the job. But
and now a stolen base.
They're not even going to contest it.
For Hedges. So Hedges now will still and get again. We'll take away the second. We'll take away the double play ball. So now again, runners at second and third. And now with 1 swing of the bat, Cole Wright could give the Mustangs the lead again. Ball is going to be high and outside for ball 1.
And now Rennig's starting not to find the strike zone like he was when I first got here. That's not to say that he's not trying to make him swing on stuff, but maybe the error and the way that this second inning is going, maybe it's getting in his head. Maybe we can change that up here.
Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. That'll work.
And Wright was the one that led off on the first game, and I am pretty positive.
And so Rennig will look in and take a longer time on this pitch. Pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Strike number 3, nicely done, Christopher Rennig.
Yeah, Wright was the only batter that had a number in each column. He had 1 run, 1 hit, 1 RBI. He got on base twice and he struck out once. But man, he was a factor in the first game. So to strike him out right here is very important, especially for Rennig to continue this.
And that'll bring up Carlos Rodriguez here. Rodriguez will step in. Rodriguez is 1 for 1 in this game as of 1 inning. That ball is going to be outside. I believe from what I just heard that Rodriguez had a single in the first inning, which then would have led to one of the runs.
Yeah, definitely. And Rennig already has 2 strikeouts just through 11 batters faced. So he's finding the strike zone well enough. He's getting them to swing. He really needs to get out of this inning any more unscathed than he is now.
Next pitch on the way, and it's going to hit Rodriguez in the back of the helmet. And that was scary. Another little bit down, that would have been right in the back of the neck.
And that was the second pitch that basically went wild right around the area of the batter's heads. No, he's not doing it on purpose, that's not what I'm saying, but that is the second wild pitch for that to happen like that. The first one got out of the way, second one, and now they're going to talk about it because this is kind of getting into the dangerous area of possible Grand Slam area here.
Yeah, as soon as that ball hit Rodriguez in the back of the head. Baker went out and talked to Renning for the second time this inning.
Now for Lovell, number
So now
15.
bases are loaded. Rodriguez at first, Hedges at second, Bischoff is at third, and that will bring up Tyson Christensen.
And I don't see anyone.
First pitch is in the dirt, and smartly done. That's actually, I feel like, a smart play by Bischoff not to test that.
Yeah, he wouldn't have gotten there. And Christensen was telling him, don't go, don't.
Yeah, two outs with the bases loaded. Let Christensen swing the bat.
Right,
Rennig.
you got to test Christensen here. Don't test yourself.
Rennig will deliver, and that was a half-hearted swing. It fouls off to the right side, strike one.
Yeah, that's what they need. They need more of that, obviously. 2 more strikes, and we can get out of this inning without, or, you know.
One more out, I'm sorry.
1 more out, yeah, 2 more strikes. Yeah, that's what we need.
Rennig will see strike number 2. Rennig, I'm sorry, I am all over the place today.
Yeah. You and I
By about the
both.
3rd inning, we'll be okay, because that usually takes us about that long. We usually set up and get ready an hour before.
We're talking and hanging out beforehand.
Yeah, we're eating ice cream pies and all sorts of stuff, and don't
Yes.
get in. Yeah, we're. It was
leftover
funny
food.
when you texted me as that pitch is going to be outside for ball 2. I was actually eating, and so
Swallow your food. Get out of here.
I literally, yeah. That ball's going to get smacked right back up the middle. It's going to get down. That's going to score at least 2. There's going to be a play at the plate, and he just could not get enough air on it, and we're back tied at 4.
No, it's going to be 5-4 now. That was scored 2 right there, right?
That was 2, and the score was 4-2.
It was 4-3. Right there. Look at that.
Okay, so yeah, it should be 5-4.
Should be 5-4.
And
We should run the scoreboard while we're at it.
no, we should not do that. So it's 5-4 as the Mustangs take the lead back, and there is a conversation between Rennig and who is the coach there.
That's Coach Wally out there right now.
And so
He still trusts him. He just probably told him to get out of this inning, and then they'll talk probably.
that is a lot of trust for your pitcher. I mean, obviously, he's not down like about a 10-15 runs.
No.
He's down 1, but now.
But it's all mental at this point now.
Right. So now runners are at second and third again with 2 outs, and it'll bring up actually, it's Kason James. So now Rennig will look at third, and now look in. First pitch, high, ball 1.
And yeah, as far as mentally, I mean, you're on your home field. You're in the championship. You're undefeated so far in this tournament. You've already beaten this team once. Mentally, you should be on cloud 9, but right now, when you're down by only 1, it seems like a dozen.
That pitch is going to go on the outside, but it's going to be a little bit too outside, so now 2 balls, no strikes. And if you think about how this team entered this weekend, it was 1-6-1.
Yeah.
They now sit at 4-6-1. And strike number 1, nicely done, swing and a miss. Christopher Renning now found that strike zone. That was had a lot of movement on it.
Yeah, Coach Baker told me last night after their second win that they just needed to get back home, take a breather, get their feet settled, and that he knew that this type of performance was, something this team could do.
Pitch is going to be low and outside, ball 3.
And yeah, so they knew that they could ride yesterday's high all the way into today, and then when they beat Lovell this morning, I really did think there was nothing stopping them except for themselves. And if Riverton can get out of this inning with just 3 runs, that would be amazing. But then you really got to start thinking about if they're beating themselves up.
That's going to be ball 4 on the inside corner, so now bases are back loaded, and you can see Renning's face from here as soon as he got that ball.
Yeah, and I don't know who they would have come in and pitch. Hutchison came in and pitched the last inning of the last game. Did pretty well, and then he stole home for the win, so you know that he's still there. But
sorry, Sean, that was an interesting interaction between Rennig and Coach Wally over on the right side. Rennig looked over to Coach Wally. Wally looked back at Rennig, clapped his hands, and Rennig got back up on the mound.
Yeah. And he's also probably looking at his brother, Coach Steven Rennig, over there.
Pitch swung on and fouled back to the right behind us. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go on record in saying that Apple is now officially better than Android, because I am still behind. I am still at 4-2.
Yeah.
And so, if my wife is listening, we're getting apples.
There you go.
Pitch is going to be fouled off to the right side. And so now, here you go, Sean. Rennig has an 0-2 count. He's got a pitcher's count. Let's see if he can get Meinmeyer out here.
Yeah, Meinmeyer earlier only reached base on an error and a hit by pitch. So if they have any chance of really getting out of this inning like we've talked about for the last 10 minutes, it's probably against Meinmeyer with an 0-2 count.
Pitch on the way. He swung and missed, and that's the end of the top of the second. But the Mustangs take a 5-4 lead, so let's see what the Raiders can do as we come back.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Moreland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back, everyone, to welcome back, everyone, to Roy Peck Field, and we are back to the top of the lineup for Riverton as Beaver will step in, and Beaver had a leadoff single in the first inning, and so let's see what he does here in the bottom of the second inning.
Yeah, Joe Beaver was not a factor in the first game.
First pitch is swung on. That's going to be foul.
Wow, that was foul by maybe like 2 inches.
Yeah, that one was close, and this is where I want MLB kind of looking stuff because that looked like it was right on the line. The first base coach is actually still talking to that umpire and looking back to where that ball hit.
I think Baker's just joking around with him. But yeah, that was about 2 inches to the right of the line. I saw it from over here.
He saw it, folks. Pitch swung on and right back up to Jackson, and so that will be a out. And however that
I think it hit his hand.
Yeah, that came off. However that came off his bat, it hurt his hand.
And you know what really stinks is Beaver now today has had 3 exact batting performances that ended just like that, with a little dribble to the pitcher, and the pitcher easily getting him out at first. And I don't know if maybe he should stand back in the batter's box more or choke up more, but that's been a key problem for him today.
Pitch to Rennig is high, ball 1. He did have, like I said, that single in the first. He's 1 for 2 in the game right now is Beaver. Next pitch is swung on and fouled off to the left side. So now 1 ball, 1 strike. So, and it was obvious, and honestly, I think this was before you got here. They went to the exact same spot. Rennig and Beaver both hit a single up to where that gap is in between the right field and left field, or right field and center field.
Well, that's coaching for you. They definitely know where to hit when they need to. And when they're in a groove, I mean, this team can be all offense. We saw it yesterday morning. They scored 14 runs in 1 inning. And, I mean, this team can do that if they get in a groove. It just all starts with one batter.
Next pitch. High.
Right on the outside on the high. 2-2 with 1 out.
And so now Jackson will look in and deliver. That's going to be in there for strike number 3.
Wow, that looked low. Rennie wanted to help himself out there, especially he doesn't want to go into the 3rd inning pitching down again. But Hutchison, savior of the last game.
Nathan Hutchison.
So, yeah, Hutchison is already had 2 big plays today, the walk-off stolen home and then the play at the plate in the 1st inning, which gave the Raiders the lead. So let's see what he can do here. First pitch almost hits him in the helmet. You can see the dust fly, and that is ball 1.
Yeah, and Nate it has some power here, and he knows when to swing. He swings on a lot of first pitches because he trusts himself. That's a ball way outside. And he trusts in himself and his bat a lot more than most of these other players or any player in American Legion, to be honest, because he has some experience in the batter's box.
Hutchison now looks at a 2-0 count with 2 outs. Jackson pitch. That almost hits Hutchison, too.
Man, I almost would have warned that, but like I said, he believes in his bat. He thinks he can get better than a single.
3-0 is the count. And now Jackson will deliver. He's going inside again. That's going to be ball 4 on low and outside. Or low and inside, I'm sorry. So that will now bring up Hunter Houck.
Number 25, Hunter Houck.
It's funny because remember I was saying the whole iPhone thing?
Yeah.
My fiance texted me and she's like, you actually just need to restart your phone and like clear the cache.
There you go.
And I was like, I don't think that's how that works, but I'm restarting it just so I can still be right.
And Houck had a hit and an RBI in the first game today, and he had an excellent pitching game this morning.
Pitch is high, ball 1.
He's probably riding that through this game and watching that last game, the Green River demolishment, if we can say so, of Rollins 15-1. Just watching it and seeing I can do better than that.
Wind is picked up a little bit, and now a stolen base attempt, but that ball's going to go foul. And so let's see if Hutchison will try that again.
Oh, he will. He even told me earlier when I asked him how that home plate steal for the win felt, he goes, his first thing he said to me was, I'm an aggressive base runner. I was going to do that no matter what. He knew if he just got a glimmer of an opportunity, he was going to steal home, and there was no one stopping him. So
Jackson will look over at first. Lead is not as big, and now he'll step off as he was almost expecting the runner Hutchison to go again.
Oh, and congrats to the C team today for the Raiders. They had a pretty good day as well.
Ball's going to be in there for strike number 2.
Beating Green River yesterday by a score of 4-3 after losing by 10, but still, they had a pretty good game today. And they're going to keep looking at Hutchison.
This is a long look. Now deliver, and that's going to be on the outside corner, and it'll be a ball.
Deuces wild.
Yep, thank you, Vince Scully. 5-4 is the lead for the Mustangs in this championship game. Jackson looking at pitch number 28 coming up. 29.
Oh,
here's the steal.
Oh,
and
nice.
it's going to go into center field, and now your aggressive base runner is going to steal second, and then I'm assuming that'll be some kind of an error. And actually, no.
What happened there?
What happened?
Oh, they called it a strike.
So we were too entwined in the stolen base. We didn't even see a strike 3 on the inside, or strike 3. So we'll take a commercial break. The Mustangs still lead 5-4.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roy Peck Field
for the Roy Peck Wood Bat Tournament 2022 Invitational. And Pickett back up to bat. He's had an interesting day so far. Oh, and right off the bat, first pitch
is not even going to be close. I'm trying to. Who was that dove for it? That was.
Oh, center fielder goes.
Bo Anderson tried to dive for it and came up short, and so it'll be a leadoff single for the Mustangs here. And all of our equipment's gone completely haywire.
And his MiFi is not even working. That's how you know we're in Wyoming.
Yeah, that's not good coming up. All right, so Rennick will look in. First pitch is going to be in there for a strike. That is Jackson at the plate. Rennick is already looking at 53 pitches here.
Yeah, I wonder if this might be his last inning. He was throwing some practice pitches in the dirt.
Rennick looks in. That is strike number 2. Same exact spot, same exact result. 5-4, Mustangs lead.
I asked everyone earlier, do you prefer their white jerseys they wore last night or the black jerseys they're wearing today?
For
the Raiders.
I really like the white.
Oh, me too. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
I think the white looks really clean out here. Not saying these black and red ones aren't great,
but
I just like the white ones more.
But I guarantee you all the moms are disagreeing with us so hard right now because a slide in is detrimental to a laundry.
Well, not with who can we get to sponsor us? Tide.
Pitch is going to be swung on and missed. So nicely done by Christopher Rennick. After giving up the leadoff single, he strikes out Jackson, which is always good if you're going to strike out the opposing pitcher.
Right, put a little fear in their eyes.
And so that will bring up number 13, Jacob Bischoff. Pitch is swung on and fouled back. Strike 1.
Way high.
Way high.
There it is. There's the crash. It's getting real cloudy out here. Still plenty of time for people to come out here and enjoy the game.
Good luck finding a seat, though.
Yeah, exactly. There's not very much availability as far as seats go.
Rennig looks in. That is going to be a nasty break-in pitch that goes in there for a strike.
That was really pretty, and I don't think 13 knew what hit him.
Actually, I'm looking around, partner. I've been here like 5 times and just realized there's seating on the right field and left field, so there's plenty of seating. Come on out.
Back your car up and sit at the truck there.
Yeah. We got people out at right field as well, yeah. Right around the 325, 340 mark.
Earlier I saw someone lay out a towel. It looked like they were tanning while watching the game. That would be my go.
Same,
if I did that, yeah.
Spring training all over. Rennig will send that one in.
Stop.
Nicely done there by Baker to stop that one. Still 1 out, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 5-4, Mustangs lead.
And they would really like to turn this into a double play and get back into the batter's boxes because they know they can win this here. Win this there, I should say, in the batter's box.
Pitch number 61 is going to go off of Baker, and it will allow the runner Pickett to advance to second. And so like you just jinxed, the double play ball is now out.
Be a really nice double play.
Yeah, that would be a really nice double play.
Especially if someone like Hutchison or Hunter Houck, who both have an arm.
That pitch is going to go back up, and if that was right, it's going to be an out. If that was going to be – okay, so Sean, don't say anything else the rest of the inning.
I'll stop jinxing everyone.
Because that was a perfect double play ball. He literally had to go over second to get it. And so it's nonetheless going to be 2 outs for the top of the order now for Alex Hedges. But the problem now is the runner is now at third instead of we being back in the dugout. Pitch outside, ball 1.
Man, earlier that probably would have been called a strike, but we got a different ump in here, and I think that outside corner has been just exploited all day.
Rennig looks in, now looks over at third, and sets. That's going to go up to the shortstop. Throw over to first is in time for out number 3. So the Raiders get out of the inning and will lead 5-4 as we go to the bottom of the third. We'll be right back.
Car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roy Peck Field and the Roy Peck Wood Bat Tournament. We are in the championship game New pitcher for the Mustangs is Meinmeyer. And we were just talking about this, Sean. That is the third different pitcher that they have used, and it's been a different pitcher each inning.
Yeah, they're trying to get fresh arms up on the mound. They think that it's going to help them out, and I mean, it kind of did last inning. They had a scoreless inning, so.
Noseep will step in. Meinmeyer's first pitch is going to go right over his head for ball 1.
Yeah, right over his head, and it was a little bit scary there.
Noseep ducked smartly. The next pitch from Meinmeyer is going to be a low dribbler. This could be trouble. Noseep is going to try to sprint it out and not in time.
About 2 steps away from it.
That was a weird-looking hit because it looked like he put all of his force in it. It just dribbled right, like almost looked like a bunt.
Yeah, almost, and it went the right way. He needed it to go left, if anything, but just didn't have enough oomph on it there.
So now Braden Baker will step in.
To some Will Smith.
Meinmeyer will deliver. That's going to be a foul, straight back, and almost hit the
umpire.
No, it actually almost hit the
the camera.
Yeah, the pitch. What is that?
Little pitch cam.
No, that's a rope. Okay. Next pitch is outside, ball 1. So that's not a speed.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's for their live stream for their game changer.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope that doesn't get hit. Anyway, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Meinmeyer is rolling here. Next pitch is inside, ball 2.
Inside and a little high, too.
Yeah, Meinmeyer.
He's throwing heat, man.
Yeah, Meinmeyer is not wasting any time. He's not even letting Scott play music. Pitch is going to get hit, and it's going to go to the foul ground. It's going to be a play at the fence, and nicely done by the first baseman, Christensen, to get out number 2.
Yeah, that looked a little bit close there, and I thought for sure that he was going to be able to get to it. Maybe I just didn't know if it was going to be in time, but he ended up making a nice catch at the fence there.
That'll bring up Bo Anderson to the plate now with 2 outs. And Meinmeyer, again, as soon as he steps in, is ready to deliver. Pitch on the way. In there for strike 1. So one of the things I just noticed, Sean, is that in the bottom of the second inning was the first half inning that there was no score.
Yeah, and the Raiders after earlier today probably don't want any more of those, because that's what kind of kept the game so close, was no one was scoring there for a little bit. Unlike their game yesterday morning, 17-1 demolishment there.
That ball's going to get smoked to the left field side, and
it's fair.
Going to be a fair ball. No, they're going to say foul ball. So, okay, so that
was fair.
That was extremely close. To be fair, that was extremely close.
That was very close, but I could have sworn I thought it. I mean, the catcher or the left fielder even thought so too.
And I'll be honest with you, the home plate umpire had a good look at it because he was standing on the line as soon as it hit. So that was a long, loud strike, and now ball 2 on the inside corner. Even though it wasn't on the corner, it's going to be inside for ball 2. So now Deuce is wild here.
I think I was more surprised at how late the call came. It had already taken 2 bounces.
Pitch is going to be fouled back, and so now still 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Well, the ball had hit, and he put his hands up and then called foul. So he did not call it fair. He called time, and so that's good. And now full count here for Bo Anderson, who is 0 for 1 in this game. Anderson is now feeling a little bit of juiced up. He'll step in quickly. Meinmeyer will oblige and deliver quickly. Right back up to Meinmeyer. Meinmeyer looks right at Bo Anderson and throws it over to first, and that's the end of the inning. So now 5-4 as we go to the top of the 4th. We'll be right back.
Plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places, and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here, given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roy Peck Field. 5-4 is the score, and it was.
Headlights off out there.
Yes.
Yes.
Turn your headlights off, please. Brown GMC SUV in the outfield.
There you go.
There you go. Good job. Who's out in left field? He went straight back and was like, "Hey, turn your lights off."
It's distracting.
All right, so here we go.
Now up number 10, Wright.
And so Cole Wright will step in, and that is going to be a foul off. And so strike number 1. Christopher Renning still in.
Yeah, and now that we've had some scoreless innings, I think everyone's kind of calmed down a little bit, both Lovell and Riverton. I think they're going to get back to their basics here, but it really does end up in Renning's hands right now, only down by 1. Is this going to be similar to the third inning or similar to the second inning?
Renning outside, ball 1.
And baseball is a fickle game. You never know where it's going to end up, but you can almost always point at the pitcher as the root of the solution or the problem.
Next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2.
And with pitches like that, Renning is not going to be a problem, I'll tell you that much.
So let's see here. So at around 5:40, there's supposed to be some rain coming into the area, so thank you for calling the clouds in, Sean.
Yeah, I tried. They followed me all the way from Thermopolis.
That pitch is going to be inside for ball 2, and the wind all of a sudden just picked up.
Yeah, it's actually been getting a little bit worse every single inning since I've been here, and now the flags are fully going over there in center field.
Yeah, the wind is going from right to left, so anything going towards left is going to be absolutely outside of this ballpark. That's going to be a strike 3 on the outside corner as everything starts flying here. And the rain has now started falling, I can tell, because people are starting to move. And so here we go. It wasn't even 5:30. I called 5:30. We're not even at 5:10.
We've just been jinxing everyone today. Maybe we should stop talking.
Is strike on the outside corner for strike 1, and you can see the rain now when you look straight out at the scoreboard.
Yeah, they're still playing. It's just wind to them right now. Until we see some lightning, I don't think we can do very much.
And now this pitch is going to be hit and swung on to center field. It's going to be a diving catch. It's going to go off the end of the glove, and now nobody was going to be there at first. Now play at first, and he's back in as Rodriguez gets in there for a leadoff single. So now we're going to have to grab our covering and stuff because we've got all sorts of stuff going, and we were not ready for this, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you that. Everyone is dodging. Everyone's going around. Sean is coming in as MVP. He's grabbing all sorts of stuff. The crowd has dispersed. And pitch on the way is going to be on the outside corner for ball 1.
Up to bat is number 15, Christensen.
Christensen up to bat. Making sure getting stuff situated here with rain coming.
And so here we go. 1 ball, no strike. Ball's going to go up, and it's actually going to be a play. It's going to be a double play, and the Raiders are out of the inning. Nicely done. as Christensen went right into the double play ball. And so now as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning, Mustangs lead 5-4 as the rain pours.
And the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll. From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
So I apologize, everyone, as we're back to the Roy Peck Woodbat Tournament final. It started raining, and then the wind started picking up, so our equipment got all kinds of wet. So I don't even know if I actually called the last 2 batters. So we're at the bottom of the 4th inning, and Ryan Cox is going to step in for the Raiders. Meinmeyer will face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Meinmeyer is going to see a pitch, and that pitch is going to be high and out inside for ball 1. Sean O'Brait's running around. He's grabbing every single bit of clothing that we've got extra in our cars to cover our stuff, and now the rain stopped, hasn't it? Doesn't matter. Okay. That ball is going to get back up the middle, and it'll be a single, so the Raiders now have something working here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sean, let's make sure that we're still streaming.
5-4 your score.
5-4 is the score. Meinmeyer now has 15 pitches as Saltzgaver will step in with a runner at first and nobody out in a 5-4 game. First pitch is going to be swung on, and it's going to get hit over the back of us, and so it'll be strike number 1.
Luckily, my wife left her sweatshirt in my car. Sorry, honey. It's going to get
Thank you, Monty.
Pretty wet.
Red SUV in the outfield. Please turn your lights off. Thank you.
It's actually, yeah, so here we go now as the other car turns off their lights. That pitch is going to be ball 2.
I'm interested to see.
That's actually going to be ball 1.
I'm interested to see now.
We're all out of sorts now with the rain. We don't know
everything's happening.
Yeah. That ball's going to get smoked up the middle, and it's going to get
Perfect
down.
spot.
That's going to be a perfect spot, like you said, Sean. He's going to try to go for a double, and he's going to get in there, and a play.
Oh, no.
Third.
He's out at third.
Out!
He's out at third, but he was safe at second. He tried a little bit too much dip on his chip there, and he could not turn back around.
So Ryan Cox overran and then had to dive back in, close play, and the 2 umpires looked at each other, and the field umpire called him out. And so now runner still in scoring position, Sean, with 1 out.
Yeah, now it's
as the top of the order goes to Joe Beaver.
And I'm interested to see before this all happened. Oh, he tried to wear that. I'm interested to see now, with a little bit of rain here, how that affects the pitcher's throwing habits and stuff, because it's going to be a little bit trickier now to just hold this lead.
That one is going to get caught.
Midair. Nice catch.
And so now the Raiders, who had nobody out and runners at second and third momentarily before the out at third, now have 2 outs and a runner still at second. And now the pitcher, Christopher Redding, needs to help his own cause here.
Yes, he does. I was just about to say that. He needs to help himself because he does not want to go into a third straight inning down 5-4.
And he's going to smoke it, but it's going to go foul. Good idea, Christopher.
At least we can all agree that one was foul.
Please return foul balls to concession
And you got to get the bubble gum. For those that are here, you got to get the bubble gum by getting the ball.
Or a hamburger.
Oh, there's no way they're giving out hamburgers at this time.
So Meinmeyer now looks at a no balls, 1 strike count to Rennig. Meinmeyer will deliver. And that's going to be inside for ball 1.
I like what the Raiders are doing right now because they're taking swings on balls that they know might not be perfect, but they're a hitting team. They all agree.
That ball is going to be fair, and it's going to be a play at first, and he's going to be out at first. And so the Raiders still trail 5-4 as we go to the top of the 5th. We'll be right back.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
Welcome back, everyone. As you can probably tell, it is raining. And James is going to come up, and I need to borrow this real quick, Sean.
Yes, everything is wet up here, and so we are losing layers.
First pitch is going to be outside for ball 1. Rennig is still at the mound here, Sean, as we are trying to literally get anything and everything to work.
Yeah, and right now Rennig is trying to make sure that he doesn't let the ball slip out of his hands. He needs everything to work in his favor now, because if they had put up at just 1 run in that last inning, I'm sure he'd feel a little bit more safe and secure with everything that's happening right now, because this is going to be a difficult test for any pitcher, let alone a pitcher that's down.
Next pitch is, well, 2 pitches already. It's 3-0 is the count. 5-4 is the score, and all the media people have lost their minds. Officially, everybody's lost their mind media-wise.
It's all fun and games up here
until someone gets yeah. That's going to be a strike right down the middle for Rennig, and now
until our gaming computer and our cameras all get soaked in rain.
Rennig will now bring the next pitch on the way, and that's going to be he got hit, and so that will give the leadoff runner, and automatically one of the coaches is coming out.
Yeah, I think this rain's getting a little rough here.
We're going to see a pitching change come in, and with that, we'll step aside here.
So they're going to call a pitching change is the Raiders. And so as before Meinmeyer comes up, we'll take a commercial break and set up for the new pitcher. We'll be right back.
Injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
Meinmeyer is going to step in, and first pitch is actually going to go over to first base, not in time. So, Sean, let's reset because the rain really caused all sorts of chaos and havoc. Bo Anderson is pitching now for the Raiders. Christopher Renning is going to go out to center field. James is at first for the Mustangs, and Meinmeyer is at the plate. And ball is going to get bunted, and it is going to be a out at first. Whew. Meinmeyer really scooted up there. Yeah. And so that'll be out number one, but now a runner is at second and in scoring position for the Raiders.
Yeah, and that's never fun, but that was a really good throw while it's still sprinkling out there. That was a really good throw by Hunter Houck to get it to first base in time, because you're right, Meinmeyer was scooting.
Pickett will see his the first pitch inside for ball one. Bo Anderson is looking at.
Pickett is 2-2 on the day.
Yeah, Pickett is 2-2 on the day. My phone has decided it's not going to catch up again. Next pitch is going to be outside for ball two. There it goes. So how many pitches did Rennick throw? Can you tell me? Can you tell me that?
Yes, Rennick threw 78. 47 of them were for strikes, and so far Bo has thrown 4.
I've got 4. Yeah.
Yep.
And so that is.
Rennick finished with 5 strikeouts. Good for him. And Rennick, you know, he's out there in center field where he likes to be, but you could see some growth and some talent at the pitching level, because he, right, a little high there on the pitch for the third ball. But Rennick even told me, like, he likes to run around outfield. So to keep him confined to the mound there sometimes, I'm sure that's a little bit upsetting sometimes.
That ball is going to get swung on, and it's going to go right up. And he's going to get called off, and now it'll be a catch. Nicely done by Hunter Houck.
Good job, man.
And so now 2 outs. The runner's still at second for the Mustangs.
Yeah, 2 good plays for Hunter Houck right in a row. Have yourself an inning, my man.
That'll bring up number 19, Tucker Jackson.
And now that it's raining, I would not be caught dead batting without gloves.
Absolutely.
Knowing my luck, that ball,
especially
that
with a wood bat.
Yeah, that bat's going way out of here.
Pitch. High and inside, ball one.
What movie is it? The Benchwarmers, where he throws the bat further than the ball goes? That's exactly what would happen if I tried to bat with no gloves right now.
A lot of these fans got, after it started raining, just went to their trucks and then started moving them over to the right field line.
Yes, they did. You got a nice big outside crowd now. And if they didn't have trucks, if they didn't have umbrellas, they are standing underneath the awning over there on top of the tables watching over the dugout. It's kind of a funny sight to see.
Jackson is looking at a 2-0 count here with 2 outs. Anderson will deliver. That is going to be high, so now 3-0 is the count. And runners is still at second in the form of James.
Did Carl show up?
Next pitch is on the way. That's 4 balls in a row, and that is going to be a walk. So now runners at first and second with 2 outs. Anderson still very much can get out of this inning. He just needs to put away Jacob Bischoff.
Yes, he does that, or, I mean, he needs him to get kind of a nice hit towards one of his infielders here. But with the way that the ball's slipping out, even the catcher had a loose ball there, almost got away from the pitcher. That could have been bad. So it's just happening to everyone here. And look at that, wild pitch.
That ball is going to go, as you said, wild, and it'll move everybody up 90 feet. So now Bo really needs to start, to get a really good look in on Bischoff. I feel like the ball, I don't know how this plays a factor, but obviously I feel like with a pitcher, if you're dealing with a dry game and then all of a sudden it rains, that messes with the grip.
Yeah, they just gave him a fresh new ball, and look at that, right down the strike zone.
And that's automatically, like you said, strike 1. So now 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners at second and in third in the form of Jackson and James.
The goal now is just going to keep a dry ball in Bo's hands.
That ball is going to go inside, and that's going to be ball number 2. But here's the thing: the ball can be dry, but is his hand?
Yeah, definitely not at this point.
Because his hand, he keeps trying to dry his hand off on his pants. Pitch, that'll work. Strike number 2.
Now we got Deuces Wild once again.
You're going to start stealing my phrase, aren't you?
That's not your phrase, I believe. That was Mr. Scully's.
Yep.
And I think Deuces Wild is from poker, which is one of my only sports that I can say I like to play.
So let's see here. Crowd gets a little bit jacked up on this next pitch. That is a swing and a miss. Nicely done, Bo Anderson.
Yeah, baby.
As Austin Powers rings over the PA system, Bo Anderson gets the Raiders out of a jam with runners at second and third. We go to the bottom of the 5th with the rain pouring and the wind going from right to left, and the Mustangs lead 5-4.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Your car or truck is an investment.
Welcome back, everyone, to that's mine. Yeah, mine's work. He's going towards mine. He's getting it. So, yeah, the PA, that's my guy. So in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, during the last half inning, my car started going off. And so Sean is actually going to go try to find my car, which is hilarious. Pitch is going to be high, ball 1. Is it off now? I can't hear over the headset. Okay. So Sean just won MVP of the game. Next pitch by Meinmeyer is going to be outside, ball 2. The wind just picked up tremendously. As you can probably see on the camera, the flags are going straight from right to left. Pitch is going to be low for ball 3. So now Meinmeyer is having the same issue that Rennig has. And that is going to be now 2-2 is the count, as there was a strike there. Oh, lovely. Someone actually, my car probably got hit.
Maybe.
Yeah, because
I was looking for a dent or a ball, but there was none.
Yeah, or someone just probably opened my gas can. Anyway.
More running for me.
Yep. And now you get another one. This ball is going to go back. And so now the ball, it is 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the wind and the rain has really picked up.
Everything up here is going to go up with the wind if it's not bat down.
Meinmeyer, next pitch low, and so now full count here for the batter, which is Hutchison.
And yeah, Hutchison, I mean, I talk about it every time he's in the batter's box. He's got some strength. He really likes to hit the ball long.
And if he gets any strike 3 on the outside corner. Hutchinson looks back, and he is not happy about that call.
Yeah, that wasn't his favorite call. He was looking forward to walking to first. And he even told me earlier, everyone struggles. Baseball's a game where even the best have some bad performances, and he was telling me that he was really looking forward to this game to kind of make up for the poor start that he had at the beginning. He had an error in the first inning, and then he had a less than stellar batting experience.
So
another pitching change.
Yeah, it looks like another pitching change here for the Mustangs. So we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we'll talk about the new pitcher. It's 5-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Raiders trail. We'll be right back.
You can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County's school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roy Peck Field. 5-4, the lead for the Mustangs, as the rain is now whipping here.
Really coming down.
And, I mean, we are covering everything and anything we can possibly get our hands on. There is one out in the bottom of the 5th inning. Hunter Houck is the batter, and Jackson is the pitcher. First pitch on the way is going to be inside, ball 1.
I wish I could zoom in on this camera and just show you these kids' jerseys, man. They're flying in the wind. And the wind is coming right at batter Hunter Houck, right in his face. So,
next pitch, that's going to get away from the catcher.
I think it got away from Jackson first, the pitcher.
Trying to see, that's Jackson.
Meinmeyer is the catcher.
Actually,
no,
that's Alex Hedges who's the catcher. So we got Hedges as the catcher. Jackson is the pitcher. And that's going to be ball 3, far outside.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving around. That's one thing Lovell's actually doing pretty well, is they're moving people around at the right place at the right time.
That is going to be a strike on the outside corner. So 3-1 now the count.
We were kind of joking about how they already have 3 pitchers in, and they've been moving fielders around and infielders around, and now they have a different catcher. But, I mean, it's working. It's keeping the Riverton Raiders on their toes.
Next pitch is swung and a missed. Strike 2.
And now we got a full count.
So Meinmeyer is over at first. And let's see. Trying to figure out who everyone is. Like you said, they are moving everyone crazy. Next pitch swung on and fouled back, and my car may go off again, Sean.
Yep, that's actually right in your direction.
So with the rain and the wind and all the craziness that's happened in the last 45 minutes.
Less than that, man.
This has turned out to be a really great game.
I applaud anyone that has to throw in these conditions and is even close to their mark.
Well, I mean, if you look at the scoreboard, the score has been 5-4. That's going to be strike 3 on the that's strike 3.
Hunter
Hunter was walking towards first.
That was very similar to how Hutchison left. He thought that was for sure a ball.
So 2 outs now, and that's going to bring up Carter Noseep. And so Noseep is one of those guys that really could send this ball sailing if he can get a hold of one, especially with how the wind's playing. But what I was saying is that we've been sitting 5-4 since the top of the second inning. This has turned out to be an excellent game.
Yeah, and a really good pitching battle between the two. A lot of good hits from Lovell, but no scoring, a lot of left on bases. And not as much hitting by the Raiders, but they're still hitting pretty efficiently when they need to try and get someone on base and get someone to second. But right now, the strike zone is not being their friend at any point, especially with Hutchison and Hauk both leaving pretty angrily.
That pitch is going to be inside, and now 2 balls, 1 strike. Sean, what do you say after this half inning? When we come back, you have a zoomed-in shot of the pitcher.
Let's do it.
Because I want to show you guys just what the rain is doing and the wind is doing to these guys. That ball's going to get swung on. Noseep's going to see it sail. The wind may grab a hold of it, but he will grab it.
And that'll be out number 3.
For out number 3 will C.J. Pickett, and so we will go to the top of the 6th inning with the Raiders trailing 5-4. We'll be right back after this.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Windover Family and Community Healthcare has clinics.
Welcome back, everyone, and you may not be able to see it clearly, but the fence is playing a factor. Keep zooming out, Sean. There you go, right there. So the rain and the wind has definitely picked up, and it's all kinds of chaos. And so we'll zoom all the way back out for you, back out.
You see how his jersey is just whipping in the wind. You can't really with how
the fence is playing a factor.
Yeah, it doesn't help. But, I mean, for those of you that think this might be easy, it is not.
That first pitch is going to get fouled off to the right field side, and you know this is actually it's died down just a little bit.
That's how it keeps happening too.
Right.
5 minutes of intense rain and wind, and then 5 minutes of not intense rain and wind. Someone would just say that's Wyoming weather,
but it's not because it doesn't rain here.
It's not supposed to, but it's rained quite a bit these last 2 weeks.
Yeah, the Southerners brought the rain with them. That pitch is going to go off the glove of the catcher Baker, and so that'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. The batter is Hedges, and the umpire is going to walk over and grab the ball, and you could see that Baker and Anderson are talking a little bit, and Anderson on that last pitch, you could see it come off his hand weird.
Yeah.
He actually grabbed it.
They're all going to come off his hand weird, it just with how much rain is coming down in between each pitch.
And you can even see the batter, Hedges, he's wiping his hand on his jersey. So the rain is playing all kinds of weird factors here in this game. Pitch swung on and popped up. It's going to go
straight
to
up.
the infield. Now a run, and he'll drop, and it'll get in for a single.
Yeah, I don't think the wind made that much of a factor, but it went so high up in the air, and the clouds all above us right now are pure white. I mean, it's a little bit gray, but pure white. He probably lost it in the sky.
So Ryan Cox he overran it. So that's a single on the infield, and that'll bring up the next batter. And now I throw to second, and that's going to be out at the second base.
That was
Nicely
a great
done.
Great throw, great tag by Hutchison.
And a lovely, beautiful throw by Braden Baker to get that one out of his hands quickly. So now 1 out, bases are clear.
Number 10, Wright.
And that'll bring up Cole Wright for Lovell.
That was just a miraculous throw. That was an awesome throw.
Pitch. High ball number 1.
It's 1-1, he said.
Okay, so 1 ball, 1 strike here for...
Because that first pitch that actually led to the throw to second base was a strike.
Okay, so 1-1 is the count. Next pitch, swung, fouled back, so now 1-2. So now you can see Bo Anderson now feeling a little bit more comfortable as he gets a dry ball.
And he's done really well. So since he's came in for Mr. Rennig, and it was very up in the air whether or not the rain was going to play a huge factor on him. But look at him, he's doing pretty well. That's a foul.
That ball is almost foul. I was hesitant to say anything, honestly, but that ball does go foul, and so it will remain 1 ball, 2 strike as it goes off the end of the bat of the hitter, Cole Wright, who is 0 for 3 today.
Yeah, and I think it's kind of funny every time they give him a dry ball, he puts it right in the catcher's glove, which is probably soaking wet at this point.
Right. Anderson, next pitch. Goes off the end of the bat again. It's going to be a hard play for Hutchison, but he will get it. And nicely done by the first baseman, Ryan Cox.
That's Hutchison's bread and butter, man. That was, other than the first inning of the first game today, that is pretty much what he is best at. He knows where to be, and he knows exactly how to throw the ball to get to the first baseman before the runner does.
And that was a good play, like I said, by Cox, because Cox the ball went by him a little bit, so he had to grab the ball and then put his toe back on first base. So nicely done by him.
21, Rodriguez.
And so Carlos Rodriguez will step in with 2 outs in a 5-4 game.
And Rodriguez is 2 for 2 so far today.
Pitch by Anderson is not going to break. He was looking for a breaking ball, and it did not break. And so now it's 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And Anderson with a smile on his face as that one didn't break at all.
Yeah, that might have been the rain. That might have just been a different throw than he thought it was going to be.
Next pitch, same exact thing. That's going to hit him right in the arm. And so that'll be a runner at first. Carlos Rodriguez has been on base every single time he's been at bat.
Yeah, maybe it's the cool sleeve he's got. That's what I would wear.
And he's wearing it right now. He's actually walking it off right now.
Yeah, it looks like it got him right in the bicep.
Yeah, that hurts.
That does.
Because that was a straight-up fastball. He looks good to go.
If that would have hit the glove, some dirt and rain would have been hitting
right
off the glove like it was nothing, but that hit his arm instead.
So Christensen's going to step in now with a runner at first, 2 outs. Bo Anderson looking to get out of this inning. And now they're going to try to steal. This is not going to be in time. That was not even close to being in time. He had an excellent jump at first.
Yes, he did, and that's his speed too. Rodriguez, after watching him play earlier, he is a speedy little guy, man. He he's one of those people I wouldn't want on second or third base because they might steal home pretty easily. Look at it. He didn't even lead off.
He didn't even lead off. He just stole.
He just started running.
And now he's going to try. He's going to try. Play at home is out at the plate.
Wow, what a play.
What an that was double awesome plays because, like you said, Rodriguez didn't even lead off at second. He just started running.
He just started sprinting, yeah.
And so nicely done by Rodriguez. That was a fun play. Nice play at home by Baker to get it to the pitcher, Bo Anderson, for the final out at the plate. So we go to the bottom of the sixth. Raiders still trail 5-4.
And Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary health care center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family.
We're going to get right back to that ad. We had a longer half inning than what we expected, so I apologize that we had to cut that off. The first pitch to Baker is a strike on the outside corner. Next pitch is going to be high and outside, ball one. And I told Sean, I said, don't ever do this. just straight up, don't ever do that. And so I apologize if Rusty is listening and Rusty is watching. I'm probably going to get a yelling at there. That pitch is going to get swung on and hit right to the second baseman right, and so that will be out number one for the Raiders.
In our defense, it almost looked like they were having a pitching change, but in reality, they were just fixing up the mound so that they wouldn't slip anymore. So
yeah,
it looked a lot longer than it was going to take, and it did not.
Yeah, so I apologize for that.
Now we got Bo coming in here.
So Anderson will step in, and first pitch is he swung on a high fastball, and he's even confused on why he swung on it.
Well, like I said earlier, Bo likes to swing for the fences. He's one of those kids. He's going to get a home run or he's going to get a strikeout. Very rarely does he make a mistake like that, though.
And so that's a strike one. Next pitch is almost hit him.
Yeah.
So
could
one ball.
Very easily be 2-0, but man, that was a rough one there. And now the wind's picking back up again, partner. Just like I said, every 5 minutes it gets up in it.
Yeah. So now let's see if Bo can send one sailing. Pitch. That is going to get wrecked, but it's going to go foul.
That seems to be his bread and butter today.
Yeah. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now for Bo Anderson with 1 out. We are in the late stages of this game. In the bottom of the 6th inning, Raiders trail by 1. So we're setting up for a fun final 2 innings here, partner.
Yes, we are, and especially if the Raiders can at least get 1 here, this could make it even more interesting.
Pitch. No.
Check the swing.
Swing. No.
Okay. 2-2.
So 2 balls, 2 strikes now with 1 out. And Bo looked back at the umpire, and he knew he almost got caught.
Yeah, I saw it from here. It didn't seem like that was that far.
That's a strike 3 as he swings and misses. And so Anderson will sit down. And so now with 2 outs, it will bring up Hutchison.
Nope, this is.
Oh, no, it's not. You're right. That's Ryan Cox.
You can tell because Ryan likes to use that orange bat.
See, Hutchison and Cox are both tall, and so I just kind of was assuming. I apologize, Ryan. First pitch. Swung, and it's going to go.
That's foul as well.
Foul.
2 fouls right in pretty much the exact same spot.
So here's the thing, though, partner. At the beginning of this game, that would have been a fair ball because the wind was not there.
No, it wasn't. And there was a lot of fair and foul question marks earlier, but that was pretty far out there.
So now, no balls, 1 strike for Cox. Pitch is in there for strike number 2.
That was pretty far outside, but it must have hit that corner right before. So
Jackson looking at pitch number 79 coming up. Pitch outside, ball 1.
They've been getting more and more outside for this pitcher against Cox, so maybe he can throw it a little bit even more wild this time and get it up to a 2-2 count.
Cox is set. Jackson doesn't wait much longer. Swing and a miss on the outside corner, strike 3. And so quickly the Mustangs get out of the inning, so they'll go to the top of the 7th. 5-4 Mustangs lead as we enter the final innings, or the final inning of the Roy Peck Wood Bat Tournament. We'll be right back.
Ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wider range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are 2 ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal and Riverton. The smart way to roll.
5-4, the Mustangs lead as we enter the top of the 7th inning. The last score came in the top of the 2nd inning from the Mustangs, who took the 5-4 lead. All 4 runs for the Raiders has come in the 1st inning. And so let's see what happens here. First pitch is high, ball 1 from Bo Anderson, and the batter is number 15, Christensen. The rain got all of the ink messed up.
Yeah. Numbers don't look like numbers no more.
No. Next pitch is going to be in there for strike number 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. We are in for a fun last inning here. Next pitch is popped up, and Baker's going to get called off. And now third baseman.
Nice catch.
Done by the third baseman.
Oh, man,
Hunter
this
Houck.
camera missed it by a half inch. You guys missed a great sliding catch by Hunter Houck in the foul line here.
Actually, I think I saw it from our camera.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit. The pole, he slid right in front of the pole.
Oh, man, that stinks. You guys missed a great shot. I'm really sorry for that. It's really nice as the sun's coming out. It almost feels like Kansas weather a little bit.
Yeah, nothing makes sense here anymore in this one.
I wouldn't be surprised if it started snowing somewhere.
I wouldn't be at all. Next pitch, or first pitch, is going to be ball 1 to Kaysen James.
Kaysen. That's a new name. I've never heard that one.
Next pitch by Anderson in there, strike 1. And Bo finally is like, okay, cool.
That inside's working. Cool. I'll go ahead and pitch there some more.
So let's see if he goes back to it. Well, so if he goes outside. I think he goes outside. Pitch. Outside. Ball 2.
And the batter keeps looking at the third base coach, making sure that he's doing the right thing. He's wondering if he should swing or not.
All right, so here we go. Next pitch by Anderson is low, ball 3. 3-1 the count for Bo Anderson.
And this is a very important batter right now. I know there's no one else on the base, and it's 3-1 count with 1 out, but he cannot let this. Oh, I was about to say he cannot let this batter get to first, because now a 7-4 lead is a lot scarier to look at than a 5-4 lead when you're entering the final inning here.
And that will bring up Nate Meinmeyer, the pitcher.
Next up for Lovell, number 27.
Meinmeyer is the sole left-handed batter that I have seen for Lovell. And so that could be interesting depending on what happens here.
I believe Meinmeyer moved to first in this last inning after pitching.
He did.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, sorry about that. You're right.
No, you're right. He was a pitcher, and now he's in first. That's something Lovell's been doing. It's confusing
everyone.
All of us up here and everyone down on the field. So
that first pitch is in there for strike. He's going to go over to first, and back in time is James.
And the sun's gotten so nice out here that everyone's returning to their wet seats out here in the audience. So nice, you get that crowd back a little bit. Maybe you can get that crowd to work in your favor for this final inning.
That pitch is going to be outside. Meinmeyer looked like he was going to try for a bunt again to move the runner over to second, but it's going to be outside for ball 1. So now 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out.
Meinmeyer's tried to bunt pretty much every time I've seen him at bat today, so maybe that's his specialty.
And this time it's going to go off the end of the bat. Let's see what happens. There's 1, and they're going to let Meinmeyer go. Nice. I agree with that play.
Oh, so do I, but he could have tried to throw it, and if he had messed up, Meinmeyer I don't think was going to try and take it to second.
But it's a smart play in hindsight 2020, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Because now the runner is at first instead of runner in scoring position with C.J. Pickett at the plate. Pickett, swing. It'll go over the glove. And so now runners at first and second. Meinmeyer is going to be safe.
He tried to go to third, and then if you couldn't tell, he tried to come back to second, and Hutchison was just maybe a second too late on the tag.
And think about this. Hutchison was the one that got caught at third.
Yeah, right?
So that would have been very well played, and they're going to call an error on the second baseman, Beaver.
Next up,
Beaver,
the Mustangs, number 19.
I mean, it bounced right over his glove. There was no weird bounce. It didn't hit the lip. It just bounced right over his glove.
And so Tucker Jackson's going to step in. Bo Anderson's first pitch is going to be a strike on the outside corner, and the crowd reacted very well on that pitch.
They're all back out here again. That's the whole thing.
Again, you mentioned this earlier. They brought a stool for me because I made a short joke for myself, and somehow Sean ended up with it. That ball is going to go to the shortstop. Throw is going to be over to first in time. So we go to the bottom of the 7th with
5-4.
The lead for the Mustangs 5-4. Could they walk it off again here in the championship game? We'll be right back.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Central Wyoming College now offers Bachelor of Applied Science degrees in Early Childhood Education and Organizational Management and Leadership, with an emphasis in outdoor education, tribal leadership, or business and entrepreneurial leadership. CWC offers 3 ways to learn: online, virtual, and in person. Learn, grow, lead, and advance at Central Wyoming College. CWC is leading the way with expanded programs in the Bachelor of Applied Science degrees.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Bottom of the 7th inning. The Roy Peck Tournament Final Championship matchup between Lovell and the Raiders. Mustangs lead 5-4. It will be the 9, 1, and 2 hitters for the Raiders coming up.
And that bodes well.
That bodes well for the Raiders here. Saltzgaver steps in, sees first pitch in for strike 1.
And if they can get anyone on base without getting an out, Hutchison, who walked off on the last game and who has some extreme power, can very easily put this game out of reach in the 3 spot for the batting order.
That pitch was high, ball 1, 1-1 now the count. Next pitch outside, ball 2. And so Jackson now reaching 83 pitches, I'm sorry, with a 2-1 count. Next pitch is swung on back up the middle. It's going to take a weird bounce, and they are going to have a runner at first.
Tying run on first, and just look at the way they just boggled that.
I'm going to look over to my...
Look at this dog.
I'm going to look over to the right here, and I'm assuming we're going to call an error on either the shortstop or the second baseman.
It would definitely be the shortstop, most likely.
It'll be on the... Okay, so it'll be an E6. Okay.
And now they're going to have a meeting because they need to discuss how this is going to go if anyone reaches base after this.
They're actually going to go for a pitching change. And so we'll take a commercial break as they bring in a new pitcher. We'll be right back.
Why should you choose Lander Medical Clinic or Western Family Care for your health care? In addition to 4 locations in Fremont County, they also provide telehealth. Telehealth can be your go-to answer when you're out of town, on the road, or just can't get to urgent care. All you need is a good internet connection. To schedule a telehealth appointment, call 332-2941 today. That's 332-2941. Lander Medical Clinic and Western Family Care. With telehealth, they're putting your health first every time.
Riverton Vision Center offers comprehensive eye health exams, highly trained staff, and a large selection of fashion eyewear and sunglasses. Dr. Frazier, Dr. Hinkle, Dr. Ballard, and Dr. Davis offer over 70 years of experience. Call Riverton Vision Center at 856-9451 to schedule an appointment today.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Roy Peck Field. Joel Beaver is standing in the leadoff in the number 1 spot. He is 1 for 3, which means, Sean, he's due.
And they put a pinch runner in for Saltzgaver as well.
We'll see who that is in just a moment. First pitch is going to be a strike as Beaver's trying to bunt.
Jackson Larson pinch running for Saltzgaver.
So Larson, speedy. So
very speedy.
The bunt makes sense then.
I don't know if he'll try and bunt here again. Like you said, he wants it. He's due.
That ball's going to go.
That's basically a bunt.
And that'll work.
I mean, ooh, that was a pretty close.
That was closer than it needed to be for Larson. Larson didn't realize where he was. Luckily, he turned around just in time.
And that was kind of a strange bat for Beaver. He hit that as hard as he could, but it just went straight down.
It sounded like the bat broke.
Yeah, it was a hard hit, and it dug a hole in the ground. You can see where the ball actually hit the dirt down there.
Yeah, I can still see the indent. So that'll bring up, see who that is.
Chris Rennig.
That'll be Rennig. Rennig, first pitch is in for ball 1.
It was pretty close inside. I don't know if Rennig would mind getting hit by a ball right now, but if you could have 2 runners on bases right now, that would really put some fear in Lovell.
Next pitch, in there, strike 1.
That's that bottom outside corner they haven't been exploiting as much.
So I forgot to mention, C.J. Pickett is the new pitcher for Lovell here.
Oh, yeah.
In the bottom of the 7th inning.
Jackson threw 85 pitches, which seemed like a lot.
That pitch is going to get fouled off to the right side, and so now Rennig looks at a 1-2 count, and Rennig is 0 for 2 on the day. Larson still at second, tying run in scoring position.
Yeah, Jackson had 85 pitches, 47 of them were strikes. He had 6 strikeouts, Jackson did.
That looked like it almost grazed Rennig, but it will be inside for ball 2. So here we go. 2-2 the count, 1 out. C.J. Pickett looks over at second. Sets, delivers, fouled off. Nicely done by Rennig to battle that one off.
I don't know necessarily if that would have been a strike if he would have just let it go, but still chipping a chair, as they say. You still got it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Tying run is at second. Pitch on the way. Swung. It's going to go, and it will be a play. He is safe. He is safe at first. So runners at the corners. 5-4, the Raiders lead, and guess who's at the plate?
Hutchison is at the plate, for those who don't know.
So Hutchison will now step in. Can he do it twice?
Well, so considering he walked off with a steal earlier, all he really needs to do is get a double right here, and I think that would be the walk-off that he really wanted earlier.
So now Nathan Hutchison just needs to put the ball in play. Pitch is going to get swung on. That ball's going to go over the head. That ball is going to go down, and there's going to be a play at the plate. No play at the plate. 1 run scores. 2 run scores. Play at the plate. No time. Raiders win. Hutchison twice in a row has led off and walked off for the Raiders. A stolen base. Stolen home base in game 1, a walk-off double to win it 6-5. The Raiders have beaten the Mustangs. What a win for the Raiders. Man alive.
Looks like that's a ball game, folks.
And so 6-5, the Raiders win. We are going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we are going to try to get up. We're going to try to get Nathan Hutchison up here. I don't know anybody else I'd want to talk to, so we're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Sustaining an injury. According to the Athletic Training Association, 90% of student athletes reported some sort of sports-related injury. What's more is 54% report playing while injured. For various reasons, sports-related injuries are increasingly leaving our youth at risk of exposure to opioid-based pain medication. Fremont WhenTheGameSlowsDown.com is here to help navigate monitoring medication, social support, and suggestions on what to do when the game slows down. Brought to you by Fremont County Prevention Program.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help in Lander and Riverton.
During winter storms, it doesn't take long for roads to turn slick. Snowfall is often accompanied by high winds, and blowing and drifting snow can make it difficult to see the road. Speed limits are based on dry pavement conditions and good visibility. Be ready to reduce speed and increase following distance. Crashes are twice as likely to happen when it's slick out, and it's usually because someone is driving too fast for conditions. Remember, when there's ice and snow, take it slow. This message is brought to you by WyoToday.
Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness knows what it means to be on top of your game. For over 60 years, Gotchi has led the field in providing physical therapy, occupational therapy, and wellness in Thermopolis and their facilities in Worland, Basin, Powell, Cody, and Shoshone. Whether you're recovering from an injury, deconditioned, post-stroke, or just looking to take control of your health, you'll find years of dedicated experience paired with personal care at Gotchi Rehabilitation and Wellness. Learn more at gotchi.org.
Welcome back, everyone. Final score 6-5 as Nathan Hutchison does the exact same thing he did in game one against this exact same team, walks it off in an absolute fantastic game between these two teams. I am absolutely...
As the Riverton Raider organization, we just want to say thank you for coming up here or coming down here and playing in the Roy Peck Invitational Wood Bat Tournament. You boys played your heart out. Thank you so very much. Great job as the runner-up of the Roy Peck Invitational Wood Bat Tournament. Great job, Lovell.
Scott Mason announcing the runners-up for the Wood Bat Tournament in the Lovell Mustangs. And we're just going to listen in as Scott Mason sends the Raiders over to grab that trophy. I feel like this place is about to explode. Let's listen in.
And now, for your hometown Riverton Raiders Legion Baseball Organization, let's give it up and give them a big round of applause as your champions of the Roy Peck Wood Bat Invitational Tournament. Great job, fellas. Good job.
Riverton coming into this week was 1-6-1. They finished the week now 5-6-1. And now they sit pretty, and this team has found all the confidence in the world. We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to have Nathan Hutchison up here. Absolutely phenomenal. With rain, with wind, with absolute chaos ensuing, the Raiders find a way. 6-5, the final. We'll be right back.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Welcome back, everyone. We are with Nathan Hutchison. I always butcher your name, bro. Man alive, have yourself a day, my friend. A walk-off stolen home base in the first game.
Yep.
And then a walk-off double to beat the exact same team for the trophy. My friend, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. It's always fun to get dubs, and especially in that fashion.
So tell me, coming into this game, or actually into this weekend, you guys were 1-6-1. You finished this weekend, you're now 5-6-1. Your record just doubled. What is this team's morale going right now? Because I feel like getting this tournament win at home and now looking at a 5-6-1 record, you got to feel good.
Yeah, that last game really wasn't our best as far as attitude goes, but 4-0 on the weekend. It's good to get momentum going, and the morale is pretty high right now, so it's good. It's what we need.
In this game, Lovell I think they used about 5 or 6 different pitchers. I know in the first 3 innings they had 3 different pitchers. How is that throwing you guys off in the first few innings? Because it looked like you couldn't find anything hitting-wise.
Yeah, it's hard. So many pitching changes, you got to adjust and get your timing down, and different pitchers throw different pitches, and so the pitching changes is just hard to get going sometimes.
Last question for you, my friend. Walk me through that last at bat. You was having a pretty good day hitting in this game, so just walk me through those pitches that you were looking at.
I thought I might see a curveball because in Green River I faced the same kid. He threw me a fastball and hit a home run. So I was actually sitting off speed, but he kept it straight and hit it to right field. I thought it was just a sac fly to tie the game up, but it actually burnt the kid, so it worked out.
Well, my friend, congratulations. Absolutely phenomenal win and a absolute phenomenal weekend overall. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, so that was Nathan Hutchison. We'll take a commercial break. We'll be right back.
My name is Sarah Lowe, and I have been in law enforcement in Fremont County for 13 years. I didn't know much about therapy in general until I got injured in October of 20 chasing a cow. So I had to get shoulder surgery. And after my surgery with Fremont Orthopedics, I went to Fremont Therapy. And they were really excited to see you. So it was a really warm, welcoming experience. We tried all sorts of different methods to increase and make sure I had the best mobility for my job. Rachel's a firecracker. She's just a little spitfire. It was fantastic, a great environment to go and have your therapy.
Hi, this is Terry Banker. I'm minister at New Hope Christian Church in Lander, Wyoming. We want to support the kids of this area academically, athletically, and spiritually. Our address is 630 Mount Hope Drive. Come to Sunday school at 9:30 and our worship service at 10:45.
From one corner of the state to the other, over 82% of Wyomingites wear their seatbelts. And to the 18% who don't, we say, let's buckle up for life, Wyoming.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WyoToday app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WyoToday app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit WyoToday.com to download the WyoToday app now. Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Former University of Wyoming quarterback Josh Allen is worthy of Wyoming.
23 plays into my first start here at the University of Wyoming. I dropped back, kind of went through a progression. I saw the middle of the field kind of open up. I decided to lower my shoulder. His helmet went straight into my collarbone here. We landed on the 20-yard line. At that moment, I knew something was really bad.
So Josh's collarbone was pretty bad. He had broken in multiple places and it required hardware fixation with the plate in order to get it back together.
It was devastating news to me and my family, just knowing that, it could have ended 23 plays in.
We had no question whether we could perform the surgery here given our wide range of varying subspecialties within orthopedics.
I would recommend Premier Bone and Joint Centers. The thing that made me feel really comfortable with them was they made it feel like your own family.
I think he'll have no problem performing in the NFL. His rehab and his recovery done very well, and I don't see any restrictions on him whatsoever.
They want the best for you, and they won't steer you wrong.
Let us show you why we're worthy of Wyoming.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roy Peck Field. Final score 6-5 as the Raiders walk it off thanks to Nathan Hutchison on a walk-off double. And Sean, one of the things that we talked about coming into this week is this Raiders team was 1-6-1. They now finish the weekend 5-6-1.
Right. I just talked to Coach Loftus about it. I mean, he couldn't be more excited, especially with the growth of their pitching. Their pitching has made it so that this team is going to scare you both on offense and on the mound, and they're fielding so well, especially during this tournament. They really came into their own. I think they have all their positions pretty much set now because earlier in the season, some of their big losses came at the hands of some errors of players that may or may not be playing their positions they typically play. So it really does seem like they've got their footing, they've got their feet wet, and they're a dangerous team moving forward.
And let's talk about this Lovell team. They've played twice this today, and it took a lot for this Raiders team to get rid of that Lovell team. They did an absolute phenomenal job.
Yeah, the Lovell team, I mean, they came out swinging. Obviously, they scored 5 runs in the first 2 innings. But as we were talking about earlier, too, the Raiders so far this weekend, all 4 games that they won, they gave up a run, at least one, in the first or second inning. That's the only time they were giving up runs. And so Lovell was lucky enough to jump out to the lead they had. But luck had nothing to do with it for the most part in the beginning because it was all skill. They were putting bats to balls better than Riverton was, and that's just a fact. I mean, Lovell outplayed them the first 2 innings, maybe 3, and just after that, it was really in the hands of Hutchison.
Yeah, and Hutchison definitely, if we had a player of the game, that would be he'd be the one.
I think he got the ball.
Yeah, that is absolute. He did an absolute phenomenal job, and not just on the walk-off. Defensively, that play at second was a big-time playmaker, a big-time play that he made, and I think he's definitely starting to fulfill the role as a leader on this team.
Yeah, and that's funny you say that. I just talked to Coach Loftus about that. He is absolutely the leader of the team, said Loftus, and he said that he actually confers with the other coaches, and he looks at Hutchison almost like a small assistant coach because he's been with this team almost as long as every other assistant coach combined. So he's been a part of this. He knows the players. He knows the field. He knows everything he needs to know, and he definitely is the leader of this team. If there's a little captain patch like there was in the NFL, Hutchison would be wearing it pretty big every single day.
Well, so now that the Raiders really have rebuilt their record back up to manageable, or 5-6-1,
respectable,
very respectable. Yeah, they now are going to be on the road this week as they're taking on Casper on Tuesday. We are going to be here on the 8th. On Wednesday for the C team, and you said that they enjoyed a win today. Yesterday, and so they're going to take on Powell at 5-7 on Wednesday. We'll be here for that game. And then the A team will be at Rollins on Thursday at 5 and at 7. And then Friday, the C team's going to be home again as they take on Sheridan. That'll be at 2 and at 4. And then also, after that game, the State Farm alumni game is going to be after that game, and it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely look for more information about that in the Ranger. We're going to be writing about it very shortly here. But from my understanding, it's going to be a bunch of Riverton Raiders alumni, people that used to play for the team, and they will be playing against each other in a little of a fun back-and-forth game. There's going to be people you know, people you hear. Stephen Rennig, assistant coach right now, I think is going to be part of it as well. So keep your eye out on that. There's a good chance we'll call a lot of those games on Friday.
Right, so we're going to call the Wednesday game as well as the Friday game. I know that that's the plan. We're going to play the alumni game by ear. You know, we'll see what we can do there. But we definitely will call the game against Sheridan, and we'll definitely call the game against Powell. Other games coming up, let's see, there is the Lander Lobos. They're going to be at State coming up in 3 weeks. We're going to be calling, is it 2 weeks or 3 weeks?
I thought it was this weekend.
No, it's going to be the 22nd through the 26th, and so, or the 23rd through the 26th, I'm sorry. And so that is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to call every single game of that tournament. And so I know I'll be there. Sean's going to be there.
It'll be super fun, yeah.
So if you need me the week after the 26th, I won't have a voice. And so I'm looking forward to that. Lander is going to be on the road. On Wednesday the 15th, I'm going to go to Lander and call their B team, or their junior team. They're going to take on Evanston, and so that'll be a fun matchup. Looking forward to that. Sean, if you can come, you're always welcome to come.
Always fun to call baseball with you,
And so a lot of stuff going on. Shrine Bowl's coming up. A lot of things sports-wise over the summer are coming up, and obviously we're less than 100 days away from football.
Yes, football is on my mind constantly. Can't wait to start doing that because baseball and soccer have been super fun as it is. So throw some football on top of there. That's a cherry on top.
So we are definitely looking forward to all the stuff going on. Stay tuned to WyoToday.com. Stay tuned to the Facebook page for all information of games that we're going to cover. We thank you so much for joining us. We thank you for allowing us to be with you this weekend for an absolute phenomenal weekend. Sean, any closing thoughts?
No, I'm just super proud of this team. I think everyone had them dead in the water when they entered this weekend. And to come out 4-0 against, Green River was a great team. They blew out every other team they played except for Riverton. And they beat Lovell, and Lovell beat everyone except for Riverton. So for Riverton to come out here and do this is just a phenomenal job on the coaching staff and the kids.
Yeah, an absolute phenomenal job this team has done. And they are now going to go into the game on Tuesday against Casper with all kinds of momentum and all kinds of energy. And we look forward to seeing you next time at the next game we call, which should be on Wednesday for the C team matchup. Me and Sean will be here, and we look forward to it. For Sean O'Brate, I'm Travis Gupton. Thank you so much for joining us this weekend. We'll see you down the road.
Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
There are two ways to buy 4x4 gear, the expensive way and the smart way. The expensive way is when you buy a new truck or SUV and the dealer sells you the brush guard, the heavy-duty bumpers, the steps, lights, winch, you name it. He rolls it all in with your loan into your monthly payment. But here's the smart way. Shop at Wyoming 4x4, where you get expert advice from Dan, quality gear, professional installation, all for a whole lot less than you'd spend at a car dealer. Wyoming 4x4 on North Federal in Riverton. The smart way to roll.